Hello. Hello, Kay, Kimberly, Suzanne, and Scarlett. Which? Joe? What do you know, Joe? Hey, baby. Maria? Oh, that's too close. Oy. Okay. Linda? Cookie? Hey, Karina. Denise gonna be a little late tonight. Hola. Deborah. Hey, Linda. Nathan. Hey, Cheryl. Rosine. Hey, E-Grove, give those puppies a rub and a pet. Big old babies. Your potato was good. All right. Oh, all the love from Christina. Hey, Mega Karen. Hey, Ro. Right, Nathan? No doubt. It's pretty good. Hey, Dee Dee. Pauline. Hey, Oxford. Hey, Susie. Hi, Three Ravens. Lotus heads. That's a good one, Karen. Who said that? Oh, dear, Lucy. Yeah, apparently they deported some military guy's wife. I hope they're all proud of themselves. Desperate. He's desperate. Hey, Laura. Betty. T. Hey, T. Hey, Sal. Ugh, I need my fan. I'll be right back. I'm not going anywhere. I need my fan. Oh, I'm hot. Hello. Hey, Tramel. You're right, Susie. Hey, Renee. Yeah, because, those paralyzed people are going to escape, Nathan. Freaking idiots. They're just doing it to be nasty. They're just doing the nastiest things they can come up with. And these ice people, they are just nasty at heart anyway. Not good people. Hey, hold the light. Yeah, I got to every now and then. When I'm going through emails and I start getting irritated, it's time to go offline for a day. And I don't mean irritated with the emails, the people, but just, you know what I mean? Just like, all right, that's it. Bobby Sherman, oh my God, he must have been older than God's grandmother, Christina. Yeah, but even Mega, but you know what, Karen? They're even the Proud Boys, the Proud Boy base, they're mad at him. Didn't see that one coming. I don't know, Laura. We'll have to see if the spirit guides can spell that out. There's a lot of information they do not want us to have right now. Because timelines change. A Lotus head beanie. Well, I'll put it out there. We'll get somebody to make a Lotus head design, and we'll make a T-shirt out of it. Jeez, I remember him from when I was little. He must have been very young. Okay. Why is Stephen Miller? Because there's a deal between him and Humpty and the Red Country. That's why. Because even though Rufus has a little bit of, he has some support. That's true. There's deals that have already been made. The Humpty doesn't like Rufus. Then wasn't interested in him being his VP. Hey, Deborah. So that is why. And more on Mike, he's not cut out for it. He's, I don't know. He's just not, he doesn't hold the energy. Oh, hey, all good name. Hey, Maureen. He is evil. But you know what? He is a product of bullying. And I'm not making excuses, just stating facts. He's a product of bullying. And it's like, so I'm going to get, it's like people that, when AIDS first was diagnosed, and people would be so mad and they just go around giving other people AIDS. It's the same thing with Stephen Miller. It's like, well, I was bullied, so now I'm going to bully the rest of the planet because I can't get back at the people I really need to get back at. And plus, the fact that we all seem to forget, Humpty has not done not one single thing that was legal. Not one single thing. So why would a succession mean anything to him? Hey, Kathy. That's okay. Tulsi Gabbard doesn't have any energy left in her either. She's so full of crap. She's completely a yes man. No cojones. Mold. I don't think honestly, I don't think there's any moles in Congress. I know people put that out there, but I haven't picked up on it. Happy heat wave. Holy crap. Pam, I can't even explain it to you. I wasn't even done being recovered from being sick. And then that heat wave, I was so drained, I could barely walk. It was awful. People keep nagging me about an air conditioner and stuff. Jeez. I told my son we might get one, but it's going in the kitchen. All the windows are getting closed, and there will be a fan blowing in each room, into each room. And it's only going to be on if the temperature feels like 95. He should go to jail, Janine, but I don't think he's going to be here I don't think he's going to be breathing on the planet long enough. It's a buildup of things. It's a coming together of things. It's a whole bunch of little straws weaving, braided in together. That's going to take him out. David Soul was in it too. I missed something. Here Comes the Bride. Let's start David Soul. David Soul was hot way back when. Portable one. Do you have to put ice in that one, Susie? Because I keep seeing these ones, but you got to put ice in them. So what is the point? I could do that myself. I could use my turbo fan with a cooler full of ice. I'd run through ice like crazy. Right, Karen? So, yeah, I didn't hear that one yet, Maureen. So, Maureen, help me out with whose podcast you saw that said that, please. I recall vaguely seeing one, but I was a little busy catching up on stuff from yesterday. Do I think Jasmine Crockett will be safe? I think that I'm really kind of surprised that he hasn't screwed with her hard yet. Okay, I will, Ro. Thank you. No ice. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, I'll check into that. I had a crush on Leif Erikson. I was in middle school. I remember that. Okay, yeah, because I've got a small space. It's like 600 square feet. T. Doodle said David was hot. I could appreciate the beauty of a man. I do, Verona. I do. And hello, honey. I do believe that Mr. Garcia will be okay because the charges they're trying to bring him up on are bogus. They made stuff up as usual. That's all they're doing right now is making stuff up. Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I don't want anybody freaking out. The goal of Humpty's is to what's the word I used earlier? He wants to seed other countries with hate for one another. He's playing each country different. When he started his campaign this time, I said to somebody, he's trying to start WWTHREE. Okay? And they go, oh, no, he's not. No, he won't. No, he isn't. And I said, okay. And I really wanted to believe that person. But that is his goal. I don't know why he's doing that. Well, we'll be the most powerful country. Well, we already are. Well, we were headed towards not so much. Thank you, Humpty. But we'll be the most powerful country in the world. And hello, you again didn't think this through, Humpty. You weren't, because you're not right. If he starts what I said he wants to start, we're going to get boomed just like everybody else. Sometimes I wish they'd just drop one right on Washington, not on Washington, D.C., but right on the White House. Just saying. That would certainly take care of the problem. But then, I'm aware we'd have other innocent people hurt. BS Barbie. That's funny. So I was watching Occupy Democrats. I can't remember the guy's name. He usually wears the cap, Southern guy. And he said what we've all been saying. These independent news people are finally coming out with what we've already said. What the spirit guides have already said. He is creating the news. He's creating it through his actions. He's got, and I'm not saying that the mainstream news is that they're wonderful people and they're not all about the propaganda. I'm not saying that at all, because they are about the propaganda. But he creates the news, okay, through his actions. They are literally reporting on what happens after he takes an action. Do you see where I'm going with that? He's not sitting there going, here, report this and report that. He doesn't have to. He creates the chaos and they report it. Everybody say thank you to Denise for moderating for us tonight. You hear a dog outside? Yeah, probably. I got my window open. I don't have a puppy yet. I'm not going to get one while I'm living here. Oh, you guys are great. Well, they can bomb that one. Oh, did I say the B word? Oops. They can boom that one too. Now we've been on 16 minutes. They don't check past 7 minutes. I had a friend that had a crush on a different one of the monkeys every week. Yep. Christine, everybody's going to get their karma. The thing we have to remember is it's not our business to wish bad karma on people. We don't need to. Every human on the planet gets back whatever energies they put out. 104, holy smokes. I'm sorry, Sharon. Yeah, Sean Cassidy. I thought he was cute too. Estelle, you're funny. Johnny Gage. How come I can't remember who Johnny Gage was? I used to love that show. I thought, and Noah Wiley was kind of good looking too. Oh, thank you. Thank you, SM. Yes, Susie, this is true. We do get a certain kind of glee in our eyes when somebody that's awful for a long time gets their comeuppance. Well, we're happy to have you as part of the community, Maureen. You liked Ricky Nelson when you were 6? Oh my goodness. You were an early bloomer, Betty. Oh, that's a lot of travel in there, Melanie. This is true, Christina. I absolutely agree with you. We're human. We're going to think things like that. John Batiste. Let me see. Who do I have a crush? I was talking to somebody today. I have a crush on, and I'm part of the LGBTQ community, but I do kind of have a crush on Adrian Brody. Yeah. Hey, Martine. Well, thank you, Jeannie. Oh, 2 days with the grandbabies. Whoop, whoop. I got my daughter coming. I haven't been to see my grandbaby yet. Got my daughter coming over on next Tuesday with that little stinker. I've chosen a nickname for my granddaughter. All my grandkids have nicknames. It took me almost 2 years, but I finally settled on Noodle. Yeah, that's there's a dog across the street. She just loves to bark at everybody and everything. It's like she likes to stir up trouble. What is she? She's a schnauzer. You had a crush on House? Was he Courtney? I've only ever seen him. I saw him in Piano and a bunch of horror flicks because I love horror flicks. Justin Trudeau. Yeah, Rosine, you get to have them and hand them right back. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. You like Norman Reedus? Axel? Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, she's not mean. She's just sassy, Karen. Independent. Reminds me of myself a little bit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Melanie, my grandkids got to get used to it because I'm doing it. That's what I heard. And if generally what I hear on Occupy Democrats or Adam Mockler, I do believe what I hear. So yeah, I did hear about the 4 tech executives being hired. Is what's the word do we use? Okay, so like you're not really a professor, but they help me with the word. Say you're not really a professor, but they give you the title of professor, even though you haven't actually earned it. I can't remember the word. Honorary. Thank you, MS. Yeah, so apparently these guys are honorary, and that none of them have ever done anything in the military. Developing a dog robot. Well, I hope it's a nice dog robot. Oh, tenure, yeah. Honorary, yep. Doesn't have a head. Well, that doesn't really make any sense then, does it, Nanette? I have a poo. Yeah, that's what the schnauzer does. But it's funny because there's a cat that'll sit underneath the window the schnauzer sits in just to mess with the schnauzer. It's hilarious. He is I think he's handsome too, Estelle. Sam Elliott, yeah. Always wonder why he looked out without that mustache, though. Cats are, yeah, they are. Hey, Tony. Yeah, Estelle. I love all the animals, but I mean, I've had cats, and I got kind of nothing. I got ruined for cats. I had she was my best friend, and I counted 27 cats. She had 27 cats, and she lived with me. I just couldn't do it. Derek Jeter, yeah, he's good looking. It's okay, Erica. Tell us who they are. Betty said, "Don't get me started on Sam Elliott." Yeah, right, Janine. I'm good with I'm good with myself. Actually, done with men altogether. Actually, yeah, Gerard Butler. Yeah, yeah, I know. You know, still Sam Elliott is still hot and he's old. So, what does that mean? Because do I think that because I'm old, or do I think that because he actually is? Well, thank you, Emma. Well, again, right, Pauline. I mean, we can look at beauty on a man or a woman, and not have to get in a relationship with them. Richard Harris. I know who Richard Harris is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking about Mass Denise. Here, let's see about. I kind of like calling her wannabe Barbie because we call her Botox Barbie, but it looks more like she could actually use some Botox. Oh, did that just come out of my mouth? All right, let's see if uh, Peabody is going to get fired from the White House. Yes, she is. Will Peabody go to jail? Yes. Will it be for the for being will it be for being an accomplice to illegal actions taken in the House of White? Yes. Okay. No, the other one. Bondi. I got something to say about who you just talked about there, Karen. I got something to say, but I don't think it's appropriate. Okay, but you know I'm going to find a way to say it. I think that she's some kind of way and doesn't want to admit it, and it makes her mad. That's what I think. A bobcat. I've heard of that happening, Ro. Yeah, outside kitties. Okay, so Igor wants to know, look, my goodness, they're already saying yes, Igor. Yeah, she needs some Botox, Anita. Christina. I saw John Ossoff. Oh my, wait, just his last name alone, John Ossoff or Ossoff. They're gonna treat him very harshly. About the bleach one. I know I just said that she needed Botox. But the MTG, I said I think she's some kind of way and she just doesn't want to admit it and it makes her mad. Yeah, my daughter took a feral cat in because the neighbors downstairs just left it behind. She had kittens. Her stepsons left the side door open. The kittens and the mama got out. The kittens came back and the mama stayed out because she's feral. But when I did have cats, they stayed inside. Wasn't having my kitties running around getting all pregnant and stuff. It's funny, Tishy. Thank you, Courtney. All right, we had a question here. When Harris goes into the White House, is she going to have a secretary of disabilities in her cabinet? That's a yes. Nita, I feel like MTG is almost as full of herself as Humpy is. I think she's a little bit delusional in regards to not having any fear of what she says and does. All right then, Miss Estelle. You keep them kitties in line. Yeah. Well, I did too, but I always was afraid that they would get out because it's like kitties can get pregnant really early at a very, very young age. So I made sure that they stayed inside. Plus, I didn't want them getting fleas either or fights with other cats. So my daughter's, well, the cat that she took in, it's after Mama Kitty had the kittens and the kittens got about 8 weeks old. All of a sudden she starts looking at my daughter and just mewing and mewing and mewing. I said, she was telling you she was done with these babies. Do something about it. Yeah, Ro. Your horse has said, you at least trained your kitty. Is a change of leadership. Will there be a change of leadership in North Korea? Yes. So, what I'm getting is it's not just Humpty that's going to be removed from quote unquote leadership. It's going to be other dirty jerks just like him in other countries that are doing the same stuff he's trying to do. They're already doing it. He's trying to do it. Well, Christine, I don't think that he's even breathing, to be honest with you. That's, I get that. Libby gets it. A lot of us just don't, there's like no energy there. And the guides say he's not breathing or on the planet. But he had someone lined up. This is where Humpty got the idea for Miller. He, uh, Putin had somebody lined up. Will North and South Korea come together as one Korea? That's a no. They can if it's international. Okay, and it is. So I was just reading your question. Can the World Court charge Humpty for what he's doing? And the pendulum said yes. Oh, Val Kilmer. I loved him. He was hot in Tombstone. Russia have a regime. Will Russia have a regime change? This bad boy's going so good tonight. That's a yes. Okay, but will it be a real democratic change? Yes. Will Julia Navalny be the leader of the Red Country? Oh, my arm's in the way. Pardon me, pendulum. That's a no. Yeah, Anita, definitely hotter than. I'm sorry, I'm just not a big what's his face? See, I'm looking right at his face. Can't even remember his name either. Not a fan of the Tom Cruise. Not a fan. Yeah, looked a lot like Jim Morrison, didn't he? What are we saying no to? I don't know. They're saying no to something. Yeah, I don't know, Kay. I'm trying to figure that out myself. When I figure it out, I'll let you know. Not sure what the problem is. But apparently Humpty's angry. Well, what they say, he's a democratic socialist? Democratic. Well, the socialist part I could understand, but a democratic capitalist? Which I don't think so. I don't think it was capitalist. I hear you on that, Tishy. Yeah, you probably, Sue. Hey, Moonstone. Okay, Ro. Thanks for showing up, honey. Will we see progressives taking current Democratic seats in midterms? That's a yes. Yeah, Arsenal, I think so too. I got that good juju off him. Look, as a resident of the state of New York, I am pleased that Cuomo did not win. How I think there should be laws that when you get kicked out of the governor's seat, you don't get to run for office for anything. How about that? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Spirit team said yes, it does. Okay, wounded healer. So you won't be able to comment, but we know you're here. Cuomo is an alcoholic. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with being an alcoholic. It's not because you're bad because you're an alcoholic, but he's an alcoholic that refuses to do anything about it. And I'm sorry, but with all the information out there, at least make an attempt to get yourself sober. I think Andrew Cuomo is mixed up with Humpty and what was that other guy's name there with the speech impediment? Giuliani. M of the O of the B people. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Anita. There should be all around laws. Yeah, Keanu Reeves, he cleans up good. Looks good in that black suit. Does Sheldon Whitehouse have MS? No. Does Sheldon Whitehouse have Parkinson's? That's a yes. Geez, my pendulum's doing a magical mimi over here, you guys. Hey, Jeffrey. I don't know. He must not have pleased Humpty in the right way, Christina. Let me see if he's even, let's see. So did Rudy Giuliani displease Humpty in some way? That's a yes. Did Humpty release him from his duties? That's a yes. Okay. Yeah, I don't have to ask, Julie. He is. Again, I will never talk trash about a person's alcoholism. I know, Christine. I can't even figure that one out. Yeah. What was he lawyering him? He wasn't lawyering him right. You know what? Come to think of it, I think he dumped him around the time of his court cases being active. Like the actual court being in session. Wow. Oh, the P tapes. Oh, did the space cadet the P tapes from to releasing them or being quiet? Okay. He's holding on to them. See, yes, he's holding on to them. He's going to need them. And at that point, he really just won't care what happens to him. Court cases will take years, years. And he's thinking he's in the mind frame that he'll have the money to do that. He's not realizing his assets will be frozen. How does the full moon affects on them? Well, they get more aggressive. Speaking of full moons, new moon was yesterday, so tonight is the perfect time for us to do our little visualization and manifestation thing tonight. Yeah, Nora, he is. Is it true that one of the foreign presidents has a copy of the Epstein files and is blackmailing Humpty? Yes. Is the space cadet moving to Russia permanently? Big yes. Maybe that's why he's being quiet. Hey, Melanie. Okay, honey. Go have fun. Spirit team said yes. B-Day 29th. Listen, Spirit team, I can't hold my flipping arm out that far. Take it easy. I didn't say don't move. Don't be sarcastic. Just as sarcastic as I am. Birthday is the 29th. Anything you should do. They literally just showed me a cupcake with a bunch of, not really frosting. It looked more like whipped cream with a big cherry on top. A chocolate cupcake. Um, I'm not getting anything on that one, Janine. Sorry, hon. Political questions only, you guys. Artificially, what's up with that? Don't get me started. I definitely can't make a comment about that, but I have my ideas. He's high all the time, unable to perform properly. See, I found a way to do it anyway. The truth is, you're right, Anita. And not even just not even just the red country. All of these people, these things that they are doing, they are all prime targets to be removed permanently from the planet. Oh, good night, Oxford Cat. Oh, you do? Okay, Janine. It looked like whipped cream. I don't know if anybody's actually ever had chocolate cake with whipped cream on it. It's really good. That's okay. Let's check on that, Sue. Thank you. Spirit team. Is Space Cadet going to the red country partially so that he can tattle on Humpty's contest pilferage and dirty deeds? Yes. Well, I think it's there have been people who have attempted, and there's been times we haven't heard about it. All right, I cannot hold my arm up like that anymore. It's too much. I'm not complaining about you. Talking to my spirit team, not complaining about you swinging that thing, but I'm telling you, it's tiring. That works. Okay. Oh, I was going to ask a question. I already did that. Made a blueberry cobbler today. That sounds so good. Oh, from your blueberry bush. Oh, you're welcome, Sue. That's okay. We understood you. Be thankful that your spell check didn't take over for you. Okay, timelines are hard, but we'll ask. Can you show us the month that Humpty will be the dearly departed? October, okay. Will he be permanently removed from the House of White before October? Yes. So can you run for a third term, Erica? Talking about governor of Illinois. Can you run for a third term? No term limits in Illinois. Okay. Is the current governor of Illinois going to run for a third term? Yes. Thank you. Will he win? Will he win that election? Yes. Yes. Okay. Will there be red country plains in the United States? They're saying no. Be removed. It said October from the planet, but they will be removed from the House of White before that. There you go, Nora. Hey, Wendy. Yeah. Well, again, time frames are too hard to pin down. In the current energy, when I asked, they say July. What in the current energy when Angie asked at a totally different time than me, it could be August. It does. I've always been told, in a general sense, before the end of August. Hey, is Diddley going to be found guilty? Yes, he is. Will he talk about who? Humpty? How about this? Will he release information about prominent figures in the United States to get a better sentence? Yes, of course he will. I mean, I'm not him and I wouldn't do what he did, but if I was in prison, I would too, or going to prison. Jeffrey, a few more will, but I have to tell you that the Dems aren't squeaky clean. There's bad seeds in the Democrats too. It's not all Republicans. This isn't about Democrats and Republicans anymore. This is about what's right and what's wrong. And it's about who can keep the most power and it's about what can you do for me? If I vote your way, what will you do for me? That's really what it's about for them. For us, it's not about Democrats and Republicans anymore. It's just about what's right and what's wrong. Who, Julie? Who? Humpty? He tans. He doesn't just wear the makeup. He tans. So the white circles are the little goggles you put on. Oh, geez, I don't know. Did he have both state and federal charges? I imagine. Yeah, if he's trafficking. Well, Julie, the problem is when he looks in the mirror, he thinks he's beautiful. I'm going to be sick now. But anywho, oh yeah, he's definitely losing his hair. I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few Democrats that are trustworthy. If you go to my post section where the community page used to be, I have a video up. I think it was day before yesterday, and I give you the exact time on the video where you would find the list of Democrats who did not vote for impeachment. And I was looking, there was a lot of them from New York. But I'm going to tell, okay, I am done with Hakeem Jeffries. Done. He's finally showing his true colors. He has been bought. Done with him. Yeah, Evie, I don't think Humpty's going to be in long enough to give him a pardon. Let's see. So, what month? First of all, we're messing with time frames. What year will Diddley be found guilty in the year of 2025? No. 2026? Yes. Will Humpty be around to be able to pardon him? No. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Hold the Light. Betty, I think that Al Green still has more articles of impeachment. He just did like an emergency one. Forcing a vote would refer to an emergency impeachment article of impeachment, and that was for the attacks on Iran. Yeah, gatekeeper. He's just not. He's a sellout. So while some of us were so upset that he wasn't Speaker of the House, wouldn't have turned out any different. Well, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, none of them voted for the impeachment. You know, and I can't remember which one he has said something. I need to put my arm down. I don't remember which one he has said something, but about there was a reason that it would take away from something. Who's going to act on those other somethings? Them? No. They're waiting on somebody else to do it for them. I didn't realize I was that angry. They're waiting on somebody else to do it for them because they don't have the cojones to do it. Period, point blank. They talk a bunch of trash. And not for nothing, I mean, they're not super powerful, but they got some power, okay? And they're choosing not to use it. A second to get him out. What do you mean, Betty? Did I miss something? Oh, yeah. Never mind. I remember. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the spirit team did say it would be the second impeachment. But remember, it's going to be a whole bunch of stuff. It's just gonna all fall into place. It's not going to make any sense right now. So we might as well stop trying to have it make sense. Just isn't going to make sense. Roland, no. I was watching Al Green on for a minute on Jessica Denson, and this article of impeachment was very, very specific to the war or the bombing of Iran. It didn't involve all the other stuff. Like they had it, he and the people that were helping him worked on it for like 2 days. and then made it bringable to Congress. How does he feel, Sienna? He doesn't. The protests themselves is what bothers him. He doesn't pay attention. He's not going to look at the signs or hear what people are saying or read what people are saying because he doesn't want to know. It's he chooses to be ignorant. A hot minute, AK. Okay, so these people in Congress are starting to realize that if Project 2025 really goes through, they're not going to have a job. Some of them are starting to wake up. They're starting to think it through. Yes, Jeffrey, you are absolutely right. He does hear Booze's cheers. Thanks, breath. That's a good one, Sue. Oh my God. Nothing I hate more than the smell of beer. Yep. We're all tired, and we all want to wake up from it. Well, that was different. Somebody, that just caught his eye on an off chance. He doesn't really pay attention. But the meaning of the word itself, he was angry, or, the meaning of the anagram itself. Babs 6. Hi, Babs. I'm sorry I didn't say hello to you. That's when, as a collective, we don't buy anything from Amazon or Target or Target's hurt more than Amazon is, you guys. We just pick a Monday, one day out of the week, not to buy from Amazon or any company that funded Humpty. Christina, I really don't think Ivana's spirit is haunting him because she's like so done with him. This was her last interaction with him in any lifetime. She's all done now. Karen, everyone is intuitive, Missy. You know what's funny is that the woman that inherited all the money from Walmart had nothing to do with any of this, by the way. She actually can't stand him. She just inherited the money. Costco is owned by Walmart. Yeah, kind of half-assed with the Target fixing the policies. They didn't actually, I don't think they actually fixed the policies, but they started putting LBGTQA, LBGTQIA plus type of merchandise back in the stores. Babs, she took out, who's that? Full page ads about what? Yeah, Costco, Sam's Club, all owned by Walmart. Sam's Club was actually before Walmart, I think. Okay. The Walmart lady, but I'm not clear on what you mean by with ads about what? Trump? That she's for him or against him? No king. Oh no, thank you, Betty. No kings. Yeah, yeah. I thought I heard that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Costco's not owned by Walmart. Okay. Costco is not owned by Walmart. Well, Walmart owns Sam's Club company. Costco is owned by its shareholders, including it in it's okay. Now I'm confused. My bad. Good night, Pauline. I don't know. Michelle, they're supposed to come out with it the 1st, the 4th. I don't know. I don't know. I hear different things. Thanks for showing up, Pauline. I guess we'll find out. If they haven't done it by the 4th, then we'll ask. Well, I don't mind being wrong, but I don't need to be corrected 12,000 times. Okay? It's embarrassing. Listen, we all have to stay financially healthy. So you shop where you shop. Personally, I think it's way more effective. It's way more effective if a collective of us don't shop on the same day, because one of us one at a time isn't really accomplishing anything. Thank you, Arsenal. Well, I love you guys too, Michelle. Hmm. Yeah, Maureen. Thanks for showing up, Edie. Karen. No, Karen, we can't shop anywhere on Monday. We have to starve that day. Jeffrey, I don't know there. I see, because I'm not there's a button somewhere. I'm not sure. Because I'm not like a guest. Oh, it's Canada Day. If one of you could help Jeffrey out by putting it in the chat. I can't see any buttons where I would like donate money because I'm the person who started the live, so I don't see any of that stuff. There's should be, I think it's super thanks. I'm not sure if this. I think so. Super thanks. Should be super thanks up there, button up there somewhere. I don't know. They're saying to hit the money sign button. Jeffrey. Thanks, you guys. Oh, thank you. Jeffrey found it. Thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah, I don't have all that. So pretty soon, in a couple of minutes, we're going to start our I'm just forgetting all the words today. We're going to start doing our meditation pretty soon, you guys. My bracelets. Oh, geez, all kinds of just beads. Nothing really special. There's a little hematite, a little rose quartz, I think. Some jade, pink jade, rose quartz, some hematite on here. Thank you. Hey, Jill. Sorry you feel bad, honey. Tishy said just Venmo her, right? Our President Harris is sometimes confused, sometimes exhausted, sometimes not wanting to do it, but most of the time worried, which is why she will do it. Well, must be EM and BB are having at it with one another because I don't see why he'd be upset about that. And you know why I say that? Because you can always find someone to pay off that has technical knowledge. Space Cadet's just pissy because he doesn't want to put the effort into looking for somebody else. But this other guy, he's got stuff for Space Cadet. So I wouldn't be too upset about that. He'll get over it. Or he won't. It's all good either way. Yes, Sienna. Yeah, I know, Anita, but he's not seeing the benefit of him not being in the government. Okay. Things Space Cadet is not a spiritual person in any way, shape, or form. He doesn't understand that things happen for a reason, and this is actually to his benefit. For now. but it's not going to keep being for his benefit. All right, so we're going to send good juju to Jill. Tourmaline, it's just picking up. It's picking up a bunch of bad. It's picking up. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. It's picking up a bunch of bad juju immediately. That's why hematite will do the same thing. It just fall to pieces. Thank you, Melanie. Lord Almighty, sending up space astronauts. That's the last thing they ought to be doing. Oh boy. I'll answer that one more question, then we're going to start our meditation. There goes my fan. So will the 4 astronauts sent up to the space station be safe? Yes. Hey, Melinda. We're just going to start our meditation in a minute. So I'm just sitting here thinking, why would Spirit Team tell me that it would be to Space Cadets' advantage for this fella there to get, or woman, I don't know, his lackey to be fired from Doge? Why would they tell me it's a benefit to him? Well, he's got information. Okay, we got that part. And I just had it and I lost it. Oh, okay. Because when the crap goes down, there's going to be a lot of information seized from his tech robots there, and he's not going to get that information. It's hard for me to explain because I think in pictures and they're showing it to me in pictures. This kid walked out with information that would not have been there, that would have been seized otherwise. Thank you, Spirit Team. Okay, that's why it's to his benefit. He's just not seeing it because he doesn't think out of the box like that. Remember, he doesn't invent anything. He takes other people's ideas and has other people develop them. He hasn't had an original thought in his entire life. Yeah, they do, Tishy. Oh, I don't know. I saw there was somebody newscasting about his all self-driving cab, one of his self-driving cabs. Turned upside down. I'm not getting in one of them. The cars that drive that revert that back up for you and parallel park for you, those scare me. Well, cars scare me. I don't drive. Cars scare me in general, but those really scare me. I'm not getting in one of those. Yeah. So I wonder if one of us walked into the White House and just walked in a room and started taking information, if they'd probably just let us walk right out too. Hmm? Yeah, Jeffrey, that's been happening a lot. A lot. All right. I shall prepare us. And I've got a new tripod coming because this one won't hold the little ball in place. Really wanted to zoom in on it better than that. Why are we upside down? Is this upside down to you or is it right side up? Okay. Let me see if I can raise it up a bit. Oops. Throwing stuff around. Let's see how this works. Well, it looks worse, but it's going to have to do. Wish this would go down further. That would be helpful. Okay. All right. Hope you guys can see that good enough. Tishy. Okay. This was created by one of our community members through AI, which just goes to show you AI is as evil or as good as we make it on a person individually. That's the word I want. As evil or good as we make it individually. Okay, so we can either look at the picture to visualize, or we can close our eyes and visualize. But first, we're going to put our feet on the floor or the ground if you're lucky enough to be outside. And notice that they're on the ground or the floor. Feel them. Feel them there. Notice they're there. Okay. And we're going to relax our shoulders. Take a deep breath in and out. Okay. Let's start with the root chakra in the front between our pelvic bones. Imagine that chakra opening and light spilling from it. And our sacral chakra, which is just below our belly button in the front. Imagine that opening and light spilling from it. Next, the solar plexus, just below our rib cage in the front. Imagine that opening and light spilling from it. And our heart chakra. Imagine that opening and light spilling from it. And our throat chakra. Imagine that opening and light spilling from it. And our third eye chakra, above and between our eyebrows. Imagine that opening like an eye and light spilling from it. And finally, our crown chakra, the very top of our head. Imagine that opening and light spilling from it. Now we invite the light energy from the universe, source, God, to join ours, starting at the top of our head, working its way down to our feet, forming a protective bubble around us. And before we visualize President Harris, we visualize the two lights that are merged together, spreading all over the world to heal the planet and humanity. Now let's either look at the picture of President Harris being sworn in or close our eyes to see our own image, to visualize what we want, to visualize our final outcome, no matter how it looks to us. It's all the same goal, no matter how it looks to the individual. See her behind the resolute desk in the Oval Office. What is she wearing? What is the look on her face? Who surrounds her? Or look at the picture of her being sworn in with her husband behind her and a crowd of supporters behind her. Hold that picture in your head as long as you want to. When you're ready, notice your feet on the floor again. Move your head, fingers, legs, and toes. And come back. Blessed be, Maureen. Okay, you guys, thanks for showing up. And thank you to Denise and Karina for moderating. All right, I'm going to leave that picture right there. And I'm going to leave you guys to it for the chit chat. Hey, GC, there you are. GC was paying it forward in her way. All right. Thanks for showing up again. All the love, all the hearts. There you go. That's all right, GC. I'm going to leave you guys to chit chat, okay? Anita, I hope she orders a new chair, new desk, new couch, new everything, new carpet. I don't mind paying taxes for that. All right, you guys. Have at it with the chit chat. I'll leave the picture up there.